In 2017, Thor Ragnarok hit cinemas, and in the summer of that year, LEGO released two awesome sets to accompany it. Now in 2024, we finally got another addition to this collection thanks to the Infinity Saga sub-theme. So today, we're going to take a look at the original 2017 sets, then open up, build, and take a look at the brand new Thor vs Surtur, which completes this Thor Ragnarok collection. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoy the video, and let's get stuck in. First up is 2017's Ultimate Battle for Asgard. With 400 pieces, this retailed for $50 and had two great builds, a spaceship and the mighty Fenris wolf. That's a good place to start. I think Fenris was really well made. It's quite similar to Chima's Wolf Legend Beast, but with some significant improvements. He's got a tail at the back which can swing around, the back legs have some grey fur at the top, while the front legs use those rock pieces to beef up the shoulders with extra fur. All of the legs use mixel joints as well, so there's plenty of movement here forwards and backwards, and a bit to the side as well. The head is fully brick built, with more of those rock pieces adding texture. It can move around too, with an opening mouth and pointy ears as well. What's more, the eyes actually glow in the dark, giving them that spooky green colour they have in the movie. The body is quite thin, but there are exposed studs here, so figures can ride Fenris into battle, which is pretty cool. As LEGO's second take on this Norse beast, I think they did a great job. Then there's the Grandmaster's Commodore ship taking up the bulk of the piece count. It's got a round shape made using Mars mission ship pieces with lots of black and yellow detailing on the predominantly red ship. There's also a sticker back here for the exhaust. The cockpit sits in the middle with a large opening window. There's another sticker here with an alien control panels and space for a single minifigure like Bruce Banner to pilot it with one of his PhDs. Unlike the movie, this does have weapons with stud shooters on either side of the cockpit and more ammo stored in the back here. I guess you could pretend these are just fireworks there for some quality birthday celebrations. The major play feature is hidden at the bottom. Flipping the ship over, there are two exposed studs which you can attach Bruce Banner's legs to, then simply push on this round yellow tile and he drops down to save the day. I mean, he does just faceplant the floor, but then he can hulk out to fight the big wolf. There's not much to do with the ship, but I really like it. It looks the part, and as this is the ship used by Thor, Bruce and Valkyrie to escape Surtur, it was a great choice to make it. This set included 3 heroes and 3 villains. First up, Thor, who is armed with power blasts representing his lightning. He's got a bit of leg print, which leads up into the torso for his Sicarian armor. I love the printing on his left arm, and the helmet piece he had here, which is dark grey, and covers up a smiling Thor face. On the other side, he's powered up with lightning, and has a small red cape which covers up some back print. This was a really good minifigure. Bruce Banner is next. He wears a grey shirt with a black jacket over the top and comes with 2 faces, one with green eyes in the process of hulking out. As the first Bruce Banner minifigure ever made, this wasn't bad either, though the hair is a bit too long. Valkyrie got her blue outfit with some white paint on her face. She also has this specialised cape piece with good backprint beneath it too. For the villains, we have 2 berserkers. They've got large black blades and dark green detailing with giant mouths full of teeth. On their backs is a large spike which covers up more print on the torso and head. These guys are pretty cool, and I'm glad we got multiple of them. Saving the best for last, it's Hela, the goddess of death, in her black and green outfit. She has a black hairpiece and dark green cape covering up the backprint. She also gets some black power blast pieces to launch. But there's more. You can remove her hair, flip the face around, and then pair it up with this incredible helmet piece. It's rubbery, so the spikes aren't going to snap easily, but yeah, it really does just add so much to her. You also get 2 weapons for her, and this small build which you can stand on for a height advantage in battle. Just all around an incredible minifigure. The Ultimate Battle for Asgard was definitely a solid set, though there is no Asgard included. The second set for 2017 was the Thor vs Hulk Arena Clash, which has 495 pieces and retailed for $60, giving you this big Sicarian arena. It's nice and vibrant with its red and blue walls and more colours above the big door. The arena is built using smaller modules which make up the walls and all click together like so. Let's start with the smallest, which represents a broken piece of the wall. I like how the different slope pieces are intertwined to build up the details of the arena wall. It works really well. Pushing down on this red tile blows this wall up, just launching 2 smaller pieces away, which you can easily repair and then attach this to either side of the arena. Next, we've got 2 identical builds. These ones have big lights up at the top, which you can knock back to cause some chaos in the arena. The wall behind has some stickers adding more detail to the arena, and from the back they're just supported by a Technic beam. This section has 3 weapons stored in the back, and you can push that out to provide contenders with a boost in battle. There's also a tiny bit of space at the top for spectators to stand. This one has another big sticker on it and a small ledge protruding from it. Behind it there's a holding cell to put Thor into, and also space to hang his armor piece. On the top, you can stand a minifigure on this black piece, which can then launch them out of the arena like so. The biggest section has big stadium lights on each side and a golden chair. You can sit the Grandmaster on it, then tip him backwards like so. The large doors open just by pulling them to the side, making way for the Incredible Hulk to enter the arena. The great thing about this is that you can arrange the arena any way you like, so you can create the generic layout here, or you can mix things up, like having one long wall on one side to change which half of the arena you want to display. You can even bring all of the sections back like this to give you a small training area for Thor, and that does make for a nice closed up look. On the whole, another great build for an iconic scene. This one came with 4 exclusive minifigures and a big fig. Thor may look similar, but he's now got a blue knee pad and some red paint over his torso. The arm and backprint are exactly the same though. Instead of a cape, this time he has blue shoulder armor from Ninjago to hold his 2 swords. You can put the cape on if you want it to be movie accurate, but yeah, you can definitely tell why it wasn't included. His head practically looks like it's floating. It looks great from behind though. There's also a super jumper piece to launch him in the air like so. Loki ditched the green for this blue and yellow outfit. The torso captures his Sicarian outfit well, with more good printing below the cape. He's got his big golden helmet with a smiling face and a nervous face below that. He also gets a black hairpiece as well as the helmet. Not bad, but definitely not my favourite Loki figure. The Grandmaster is good, but he's definitely let down by a lack of leg print, which is a shame because his torso is really good, with these gold, red and blue robes. He's got a sleeve missing and 2 face prints, both with some form of smile. There's definitely a better hairpiece he could have had though. I really don't get why this wasn't included instead. And then there's a black and purple Sicarian guard, who gets more print to the back of his head. The star of this set is obviously the Incredible Hulk, decked out in awesome gladiator armor. This big fig is truly wonderful, certainly my favourite Hulk big fig that LEGO have ever made. Everything about this figure is just brilliant. I love the print on the torso, adding that white paint and straps connecting to his shoulder armor. His left arm is an exclusive piece with brown armor and a blue shoulder pad, just like in the movie. That white paint continues on the angry Hulk face, with his head covered by this frankly amazing gladiator helmet piece. It's silver with a large red plume on top. Honestly, the only thing that would make this better is if you could remove the helmet, and given the current Hulk big figs now have removable heads and hair pieces, it definitely seems like an updated Gladiator Hulk with removable helmet could be a real possibility in the future. His weapons include a large axe-type build and an even bigger hammer piece for some Hulk smashing action. So these brilliant sets both capture important scenes from the movie with excellent minifigures accompanying them, but despite all this, there was definitely something major missing here. Thankfully, 2024 finally delivered as the mighty Surtur makes his debut in this set, revealing his full name to be Surtur Construction Figure, coming in at 245 pieces and retailing for $30. I'm really excited for this one. Cracking it open, we've got 2 paper bags, a sticker sheet and the instructions. Putting him together didn't take long, with all of his limbs snapping together easily. And there he is. This is of course Surtur from the opening scene of Ragnarok. Not the giant who destroyed Asgard, but still a sizable figure. Straight away you can see how consistent the colour scheme is, predominantly black with lots of reds and oranges giving him a fiery glow. The feet have black toes and, like all the limbs on this figure, they use mixel ball joints providing them with excellent motion, forwards and backwards, side to side and twisting. You could also hold the figure up on a single leg, which is great to see and really adds to the display possibilities. I was worried from set pictures that the legs would have limited movement due to the core mech joints, but I'm happy to say that the designers have done a great job here. There are some unfortunate gaps around the knees when viewed from the side due to the core joints, but on the whole, I think they've turned out really well. They're textured with different slopes, flame pieces and stickers, and they can move forwards and backwards, plus splay out to the side. You've really got everything you need here. The lack of knees thankfully doesn't detract at all. On top of that, the waist can also rotate around. He's got abs and the torso is well covered from all sides. There's an exposed grey piece here which can move from side to side, and it does have a purpose that we'll look at later on. My favourite bit here are these incredible printed pieces making up his chest. The reds and oranges here really help bring him to life. He's got big shoulder armour which is free to move around so it doesn't restrict any arm movement. As well as shoulder articulation, there are mixel joints in the elbows and wrists, so the arms have got pretty much endless movement options. The forearms use stickers again and have flames on the side too. His right hand has 3 fingers and a thumb which are all posable and can grab hold of things. The left hand is slightly different, built to hold onto his giant flaming sword, which is a brand new piece also used in Ninjago's Source Dragon. It's trans orange marbled with red down the middle, which I think looks fantastic. The hilt uses some claw pieces and it plugs into the hand like so, with the fingers able to grasp around it. And if you bring the arms really close to the body, you can kind of get him to hold it with both hands. Finally, Surtur's head can also rotate side to side. The moulded headpiece is recolored from the Eternals sets, but the faceprint is exclusive with bright orange eyes and teeth. It attaches to this small build with slope pieces used to give the neck some width and blend it into the body, which I really like. The back has an attachment clipped on, holding his big eyebrow.
It's a crown!
It does look pretty awkward with this gap though, so that is unfortunate. You can adjust how high or low you want the crown to sit, and also take it off ready to reunite it with the Eternal Flame from the big Mjolnir set. Honestly, without making a new piece for it, I think it's turned out as well as it could, with little claws that you can also adjust to change its shape. On the whole, Surtur is a really well made and dynamic construction figure, once again showing us how great the mixel joint system can be. As well as the big Surtur demon, we get 3 minifigures in this one. First are 2 fire demons. They're both identical, with black skeleton bodies and spooky demonic skeleton faces. These are a good addition, and are nice and distinct from Hela's berserkers. Then we have Thor wielding a lightning-powered Mjolnir. More on that later. Unlike the other two, there's no leg printing here, but the torso I think does a great job capturing his outfit from the start of the movie with all of those brown straps that were missing from the 2017 figures. He's got long hair, as this is before Stan Lee chopped it all off, and also a brand new rubbery cape piece, of course very different to the other Thor. It covers up back print, which again is very different to the 2017 figures. The face is also the endgame face print from 2021, rather than the original Ragnarok one the others had. The new cape looks good, and both types have their merits. The older one flowed nicely, while the newer one has some nice shaping and is of course much easier to take off. Now back to Mjolnir, because you also get this clear piece included. It just plugs into the end like so, and then Thor can hold it. You even get a clear dish for him to stand on, so you can pose him with the hammer flying through the air. Or you can take the hammer off, attach this piece to it, and plug it into Surtur's back for Thor to fly around him. Not only that, there's also a chain included as well, which serves 2 purposes. First, you can wrap Thor up with it for Surtur to hold onto, or you can take Surtur's crown and use the chain to tie it to Thor's back like so. So as a completed collection, I definitely think this is one of LEGO's stronger MCU movie product lines. The 2017 sets were great at the time, and I think they still hold up well. Surtur was an obvious choice to add to this lineup, so I'm very happy that LEGO made him, and made him well. I hope we get more Thor sets in the future, because despite all this, we still don't have anything from Asgard, and there are definitely a few options for some great sets from the Thor trilogy. For now though, this is LEGO Thor Ragnarok. Which set is your favourite? Comment down below, and click on screen now to take a look at the 3 Avengers sets released in August 2024 as well as Surtur. Thanks for watching.